Okay guys, this is the video for Thursday, April 30th. We made it to the end of April. I didn't think we were ever going to get here, but we did. And this is for the quiz for tomorrow. And as I told you in the last video, when you take your quiz, all the questions, they're just going to be facts from the stories, and you have to tell if they came under the first conflict, the second conflict, or the third conflict. So I want to go through those answers right now. Make sure everybody's got the right answers, okay? So page 151, describe Daniel and explain why he was brought to the palace. First of all, he was handsome. There's nothing, no physical defect. He was smart, well-informed, quick to understand, and he was qualified to serve. Now read Daniel 1 through 5 and 8 through 16. The command was that the young men were commanded to eat food and drink wine from the king's table. Daniel's commitment, he asked the chief officials to let him and his friends have 10 days of only food and drink that was pleasing to the Lord. He asked for vegetables. I think the word that they use in the Bible is pulse. The time providing, Daniel and his friends ate only what was pleasing to God for 10 days. I think I thought it was 2 weeks, but it was 10 days. The result, they were healthier and better nourished than anybody else. We have learned this year that obedience to God brings great blessing in our lives. How did God bless Daniel and his friends' lives, and who in particular took note of us? They were given knowledge and understanding. They were 10 times wiser than the magicians in the kingdom. Conflict 2, Daniel's dream. All right, the answers here are D, F, B, G, A, C, E. D, F, B, G, A, C, E. Okay, page it's 240 in my book. 153 in your book. What were the names of Daniel's friends? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Do you guys know their real names? Hanani, Mishael, and Azariah. Explain the situation that caused them to show they had great courage. Okay, the king made a golden image, and he said when the trumpets played, bow down and worship it, and they refused. What punishment was given? If they wouldn't worship it, they were going to be thrown into the fiery furnace. What was Nebuchadnezzar's attitude toward God? He was angry. He joked about their God being able to deliver them. How did God take care of them through this? He actually allowed them to go through the fiery furnace, but he was in there with them, and they did not get burned at all. As a matter of fact, they didn't even smell like smoke. What was Nebuchadnezzar's attitude toward the true God after they had taken their stand? He believed God and would not let anyone speak against God. Okay, so here's the question. How do you think your testimony would have held up if you had been in their place? Would you have stood strong, or would you not have stood strong? It's a hard question. It's almost hard to know unless you were there, right? The following questions may help you understand how much courage you have in your own heart. Do you think standing alone for God is hard? Do you believe it's necessary? Do you think standing for right is sissy, or do you believe it takes courage? Definitely courage. Do you have to have the teacher in the room to make sure you are working? You guys don't have a teacher in your room right now. Are you working? Are you working at home? Are you doing what's right? Can your friends lead you to do things that are wrong in God's eyes? Do you cheat, use bad language, lie, and steal? What do you need to do to receive forgiveness? Who is most important for you to obey, God or man? Definitely God. Sometimes it feels like I need to impress my friends and I need to look cool in front of people, but you're going to be so much happier in your life if you follow what God wants you to do and not worry so much about what other people think. All right, guys. I hope that as you work through your stuff this week and the next few weeks, that you're doing your best, that you're being honest, that you're working hard, and that you're pleasing God with your efforts. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later.